sa panahon ngayon, itong maling pagkaunawa ng gospel nagre-reflect pa rin sa panahon natin. Nakakarinig ako ng mga salita na ito. Common expressions, we are saved by grace, but obedience is the fruit of salvation. Tama naman po na talagang yung obedience sumusunod yan kapag ligtas ka na. Pero hindi siya direkta. Ano bang sinasabi ng Galatians 5? For the fruit of the Spirit is, ano yung fruit ng Spirit? Love, joy, peace, patience, character. Ang bunga ng salvation sa atin nagbibigay, ginagawa tayong pag-ibig ng Diyos, inaayos yung ating character. And then, kapag maayos yung ating character, then sumusunod tayo. Yung sinasabi ko, hindi bunga talaga directly yung pagsunod, kundi ang bunga ay character, at yung character na yun nagkakaroon tayo ng obedience. Kapag naayos na muna yung character natin, because obedience comes from character, brothers and sisters. So hindi direct fruit yung obedience sa salvation by grace alone. At saka, ito naman susunod, we are saved by grace, but we need to keep the law. Unfortunately, hindi po yung sinasabi ng Bible. We are saved by grace, not by works. Itong statement na to, we are saved by grace, but we need to keep the law. Yung law, ipinapantay ulit sa grace. Yeah, we are saved by grace, but binabandera ulit yung law, ginagawang kapantay. Ang sabi ng Bible, we are saved by grace, not by works. Ibinababa yung works. So, hindi po natin dapat sinasabi nito. Ako nga, ang principle ko ay hindi ko dapat sinasabi yung salvation by grace at saka keeping the law in one sentence. Huwag mong pagdugtungin in one sentence. Tama yung saved by grace, tama yung we need to keep the law, pero huwag mong pagsamahin kasi nakakalito. Yung keeping the law na idudugtong natin sa salvation pag sinabi natin in one sentence, hindi dapat. Dapat po, walang kinalaman sa salvation yung obedience to the law. And then, last sabi dito, we are saved by grace but we will be judged by the law. Marami na akong narinig. Sasabi nito, unfortunately po, may dalawang judgment lamang. Hindi lamang isa, kundi may dalawa. Yung unang judgment at the cross, we are judged according to God's mercy. Sabi dun sa John 12:31-32, lumapit tayo sa Kanya. He draws all men to the cross para hatulan niya sang-ayon sa Kanyang mercy, kagaya ng ginawa niya sa mga tao. Sabi niya, today you will be with me in paradise. Na-judge na kaagad siya. At ang judgment sa Kanya, awa. So tayo po, pag lumapit tayo sa cross, Lord, I am a sinner. At sinasabi ni Jesus, okay Joel, you are a sinner, you are guilty, but my judgment is not guilty dahil sa faith mo. At naaawa ako sa iyo. So yun ang gusto ng Diyos, hatulan tayo according to His mercy. Unfortunately, yung mga nagre-reject sa grace, yung rejectors of grace, hahatulin sila saan? According to the law, sa Revelation 20. Kung babasahin po ninyo yung Revelation 20, lahat ng hinatulan sa Revelation 20, hinatulan according to the law, at lahat ng hinatulan according to the law, pumunta doon sa dagat-dagatang apoy. Kaya itong statement na to, na nagsisikap na itaas yung law, this is, it doesn't lead to salvation. It leads to damnation. Yes, we are saved by grace. Ngunit kapag hinatulan tayo ng law, pumunta tayo sa dagat-dagatang apoy.